Morrie Subaru is out here today with the all-new 2015 Subaru Forester. What I'd like to do is show you around the exterior, some things on the inside, and then give you a driving review of this vehicle. So this Forester does have a couple optional packages. You'll notice the eyesight up above, which I'll show you later on the driving review. As well, the big thing for Subaru is going to be that symmetrical all-wheel drive. I've driven these out in the snow and they're an absolute riot once you get behind the wheel. They're safe, they have a ton of different safety features like blind spot detection, the eyesight again, which I'll show you later driving, as well as a number of other features. So a lot of Subaru customers are usually camping or maybe hauling the kids off to baseball or soccer practice. One thing I like about the Forester is the amount of room. It does have the 60/40 split rear seats, which if you pull those levers on the side, they'll fold down nearly flat for you. Also a cool thing here is there's little cargo hatches in the back, rather little cargo hooks that you can clip on. You can make sure your coolers don't go flying, your tents, all that stuff, you can keep them strapped down that way. So now inside the 2015 Forester, one of the first things you notice is how updated this is. If you've ever jumped into one of the older Subarus, they definitely feel a lot more dated, especially compared to this. You do have the 6.1-inch touchscreen, which in this, with the added package, is also navigation. So now I'd like to give you a driving review of the 2015 Forester. I mean, right off the bat, the one thing you're gonna notice is definitely how it's torquey. I don't want to say touchy because that seems bad, but I mean, the thing gets up and goes. I almost chirped the tires coming out of here. So I know I said about the touchscreen, that's definitely updated for the 2015. You do have the larger option there. It seems to have a good feel inside the cabin. You're not having the leather seats or steering wheel in this package, but you know what? I don't prefer them in the Subaru. I kind of like the cloth seats. I like more the kind of rubber feel to the steering wheel and shift knob. So this is the CVT transmission, so my driving impressions are a little bit different. I'm used to driving a manual transmission, but hey, when I can get behind the wheel and just relax, that's an awesome thing. And I know I mentioned before driving these in the winter, in the snow. I know usually the Subaru community is definitely more of an outdoorsy type. And I think this thing would be a riot to get off-road and maybe go a little through maybe some mud or get across a stream. I mean, you know it would do it. You have that sense of security behind the wheel that, hey, this thing's gonna go where I want it to and it's gonna get through all of that. These are what I believe would be the 17-inch wheels on this package. And I mean, if you listen, it's really quiet in here. The seats, you know, there's not an overwhelming amount of bolster as some of the SUVs or smaller kind of crossovers you get in. I think the seat is comfortable. The seating position then leads you to be comfortable, and it is remarkably quiet. I mean, it just has a great smooth feel to it. Compared to even the older Foresters, I think this one's night and day different. The gauges and the displays, everything is really cool. One of the things that's really neat is that eyesight that I mentioned before. So basically you can set 3, 2, or 1 car length in front of you. And if I go ahead and turn that on here quick, I'll set it. And now the vehicle is gonna hold that speed. I can click up and down at 5 miles per hour, or if I hold it, I can go a little bit faster, slower as well, just by 1 mile per hour. But I mean, I'll click it off here. If you're going in traffic, I've driven one, I mean, a couple 100 miles and never touched the pedal. You can sit, I mean, it's not that you're not gonna pay attention, but if I have that relaxing feel again behind the wheel, I think this thing's great. It's nimble, like I said with the CVT, I mean, you kind of just point and shoot where you wanna go. There's not a sense of being overwhelmed behind the wheel. I know sometimes these SUVs or kind of crossover sized vehicles feel like they're way more than they are, but I think the Forester's kind of that perfect mix of size. You can get the kids in, you can get them to practice, you can get all the groceries you need, fill up the back, and I mean, you're not overwhelmed with trying to park at the maybe grocery store, wherever you might be going. It's the right sized vehicle. I mean, you can fit 3 adults in the back comfortably, and that's hard to say about every vehicle. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to schedule your test drive in the all-new 2015 Subaru Forester, make sure to stop by your nearest Morrie Subaru location. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you buy happy.